Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to yet another edition of State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here on 95.3 FM, WILI 1400 AM. Good company. We are, of course, here with my man, Matt Rupar, behind the tech of the show. Thank you for all that you do, Matt Rupar. How are you today, man?
I'm doing good, Chris. How are you?
Good. Do you have your costume ready for Friday?
No. No.
What?
I'm slacking.
Are you still undecided what you're going to go for Halloween?
I mean, I'm going to be at work most of the day, so...
So a radio tech guy.
I'll just dress up here.
Yeah, spooky radio tech
there
guy.
You go.
Just,
be Wayne Norman. That's pretty scary.
Put some black makeup under your eyes to make it look like you've been working like 3 doubles in a row.
Right.
Kind of what you do around here anyway. Same with my guest. She works around the clock, nonstop. And to be in such a cheery mood, I don't know how she does it. So we are here with Erin Morelle Minetti.
Hi.
Of course, the director of the Willimantic Street Fest and projects, because this is one of those projects that folks may or may not know, but Willimantic Renaissance, Inc. is a giant umbrella nonprofit that has more to it than just the Willimantic Third Thursday Street Fest. Of course, 5 months out of the year, from May to September, every third Thursday, where we shut down Main Street and have 8,000 to 10,000 of our closest friends join us. But other projects include now the River Room, but also ongoing yearly, looking forward to it kind of things like Trick or Treat on Main, which is the main focus of our show today. And we're also going to talk about some great events that are going on, within the time frame, before, after, during Trick or Treat on Main Street. There are so many things happening in Willimantic, but our anchor event is going to be where we welcome all of the littles to Main Street. We're shutting down. Talk to us, Erin. So give it to us in a nutshell. The timing, the shutdown. It's a little smaller than a typical street fest, but it's no less fun. That's for sure.
I really wanted to say help. I'm in a nutshell, but so I guess I just did. So Trick or Treat on Main has been going on for many, many years. Many years since this has been a huge thing. It has definitely spanned larger portions of the street and smaller portions of the street. So this year we're closing down from Walnut to Church-ish Street, which is a familiar path for Main Street visitors for Third Thursday for Trick or Treat from 5 until 7. So it'll be a safe space for everyone to wander in the road, to be able to visit all of the Main Street merchants and vendors lining the street. And we have about 50 participating, so it's also a great way to be able to get tons of candy in a short distance in a safe way. And hopefully the rain is going to be just in the morning, so we're looking for clear skies in the afternoon and evening, and it'll be lovely. Last year was awesome and busy and very fun for everyone. It's very family friendly. We host 2 bands, so there's music, and then there are a bunch of smaller special things that are going to be going on the street as well. So it's not just candy. You can interact with some of our nonprofits, take a tour of the Theater Guild. It should be super fun. I have a very good time going and buying lots of candy and other assorted goodies for everyone that comes to visit. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
And a couple shout-outs. I mean, we're going to give shout-outs and thank yous throughout the course of this show because there are so many other people and organizations that help make this possible. But the first shout-out goes to the Willimantic Police Department for all that they do in ensuring that this is a safe and family-friendly and fun environment for all. They show up about an hour, 45 minutes before to shut down the street. I believe they're going to shut down at Jackson. So
good. Yeah.
If folks are looking to park, as you mentioned, Erin,
use Gilson.
Use Gilson. You'll have to access from Valley because the Main Street, obviously from basically the Frog Bridge, will be closed all the way to Walnut, and we're keeping Walnut open so that folks can also park in the parking garage. So you could park at either end. And Donna here from WILI mentioned that Willie Brew, one of the organizations close or right on Main Street, will be hosting an after party. But also, if you're looking to get some nourishment before you head out and get all the junk food with the kids, you might want to get something relatively healthy. So we advise folks head down to one of our local Main Street restaurants. Willie Brew, of course, being one of the bigger ones right there at High Street. And I know that they're having the after party, right?
They do. have an after party. I think they're calling it the Boo Bash this year, and it's from 8 until 11.
8 till late, yeah.
I've been, and it's very fun. So
a lot of people show up in costume.
Yes,
right?
a lot of people show up in costume, and they really mean it. So it's fun. I mean, you don't have to be super intense, but there are some people that you'd be envious of what they choose to wear. It's very fun. It's the place to be.
I can almost guarantee that Mark and Sherry Scrivener will be there.
Oh, they win all of the costume contests. They have all of the costumes. They're very, very talented. Like, their couple costumes are just two on par. It's amazing.
So shout out to them, too.
Shout out to you guys.
And so you mentioned the two bands. So from 5 to 7, we're going to have live music on either end of Trick or Treat on Main Street. On the downtown end, but kind of by WILI, where we have our downtown stage for Street Fests, we're going to have the immensely talented Weekend on Wednesday, who always know how to get the party started. If you attended the Celebrate Mansfield Festival this past September, you would have seen them there on the main stage.
And they were at third this season, too.
And they were at third, so they're making the rounds. Super professional, talented group of 20-somethings, and they play music spanning the genres and spanning the decades, and really something for everybody. The kids will love it. You'll love it. I'm a millennial. I love their repertoire. So they definitely dip into all kinds of styles and genres and time periods with their music. And then on the other end of the Street Fest is the Crustaceans, and they were with us again last year too. And they've been with us for many, many years. I want to give an extra special thank you to them because for the first 15 or so years that they played, they donated their time. Mm-hmm. And finally, we're in a position where we have some generous sponsors that we are able to compensate the bands. And I think maybe you could talk a little bit about who our sponsors are for this Trick or Treat on Main Street.
We are endlessly thankful to Thread City Hop Fest and Willimantic Brewing Company for once again stepping up and helping us with this season of Trick or Treat. We don't even actually know what we would have done without their support. It was incredibly generous and incredibly thoughtful and very well timed. So thank you to Thread City Hop Fest for all of that. That will be taking place again in May of 2026. So, and all of the money does go to nonprofits. This is a really amazing
$53,000.
$53,000 this year. Yeah. So, and it was something. It was of similar note last year also. I mean, it's incredibly important to be involved in things, but it's also great to do things that are super fun. So it's wonderful that they decided to contribute this year. Again, we definitely needed it and love them immensely for it. Also, Town Fair Tire, that is our local tire shop, contributed, which was very wonderful of them. And Leaf Filter always steps up and helps us out too. They contribute to all of our special events, and these donations from other groups in town really do help us put all of this together because we subsist and survive on contributions from the community and from our local businesses. That's how our nonprofit stays functioning and stays thriving. So thank you very, very much to them.
Where is the Leaf Filter? Is there a brick and mortar physical location near us? Do you know?
I don't know. They're always just right next to me, so I have no idea.
Right,
they're always right there.
They participate in the street fests.
They do the
well.
street fests every single month. They also did Hop Fest this year, and they're doing the Trick or Treat. So
wait, is it Leaf Filter or Leaf Guard?
Leaf Filter.
Leaf Filter.
Yeah.
Also, Town Fair Tire has a new location in the BJ's lot on Main Street. So shout out to those wonderful and generous sponsors for helping to make this possible, supporting not only the bands but the candy and the auxiliary expenses that go into this to make it free for everybody who attends. So
right.
do you want to maybe go run down a few of the businesses that are? We don't have to go through the whole list, and we are going to put this up on our website eventually, WillimanticStreetFest.com.
And we'll do something on Facebook also so people can see. We have about 50 that are going to be participating. A lot of Main Street merchants decide the day of, or I just don't know about it either, but they will also be doing candy, I'm sure. So we'll have probably about 50 different places for you and your kids to be able to stop and grab something yummy.
Run down some names.
All right. So we do have the public library, the co-op, Harp on Church will be on Main Street, the new urgent care that just opened, the Jules Verne Jewelers is going to be hosting the co-op right in front of them. Paula and Jane, the Boba Cafe, my favorite. Berkshire Bank, Reframe will be near the bench shop with the Green Party. The Theater Guild is going to be doing a giveaway for their tickets for their new play, It's Mean Girls.
Mean Girls,
and they're going to be tours of their studio as well as giving
Matt's
out
already
candy.
got 2 tickets, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep, so you can stop there for a variety of cool stuff. Third Thursday in Willimantic Renaissance will be having a table also probably hosted by myself or Christina Smith, one of our amazing volunteers, or Melissa Plude, or maybe all of us. Casella will be there, ECSU, Crane's Wings, Trigo always comes out. And they have a great pizza. So if you have opportunities or you're OD'd already on your candy, stop in there and get a slice and then, continue right up the street. We're going to have Willimantic Psychic, which is so appropriate for a on the street trick-or-treating event. You can get your tarot read. Grow Wyndham, Eminence Inc. Everybody's going to be participating. One of the newer ones that we were just joking was a wonderful decision to join us is Potter's Funeral Home is going to be joining. So it's interesting. I was wondering what they were going to do because there's so many things you can do that are a little bit spooky for that. But thank you so much for joining us for this. It's part of our community and wonderful to have you on board. ACT will be participating, Chamber of Commerce, Working Families, the political party, fire department. It's a lot of people that just want to help and see all of the kids have a nice time. It's a stressful time of the year for some families, so this is a great way for everyone to get together and just have a nice, easy time wandering around, having fun with their friends, and getting some candy.
Heck yeah. And also a shout out to Willimantic Rec Department and Deb Fiska and her team over there for helping out. Not only they created the original flyer for the event, we turned it into an event, shared event between the Rec Department and Willimantic Third Thursday Street Fest. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you can find us Willimantic Street Fest. Or Willimantic Wyndham Rec Department also. And they have also been helping kind of with the coordination of the vendors and participants as well, so we thank them very much.
Thank you
And they were great, again, with the Blocktoberfest. They lent us a bunch of their games that they have in stock there, so we love our Wyndham Rec Department. They have so many great programs. Check them out. Just Google Wyndham, Connecticut Rec Department. And I know Deb, she's a former Yukon Husky, believe it or not. And so big into basketball. I think she's on her way to Germany at some point to follow the team in some capacity, maybe like a reporter or an announcer or something like that.
Can I sign up for this? This sounds like fun.
She has another life that people don't realize, as do most people on Main Street, right? I mean, you and me, we have other lives too here. I just got chickens. There's my random fact of the day. We thank them. Before the event, if you're looking to pregame, not only should you go to Willy Brew for your dinner needs before you get all that junk candy, but you should go to the Willimantic Food Co-op. They're going to be giving away free hot chocolate and free warm apple cider from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock. So you could pregame there, so to speak, and get your goodies and then head down to Main Street. So that's great. And then also Project Emo. In their new location, let me get the address on that because they have literally tripled their space over there. Jay Highland is running such a fantastic nonprofit that has, I think in the course of its 10 years or so, generated $700,000. Is that close to the figure that when Jay was on the show, I think $750,000 in programs.
I remember when he was a tent. This is amazing. Yeah.
So they are now on North Street, 54 North Street. We were so sad to lose them as our neighbor down on Riverside Drive at the River Room, but we're happy to know that they're in a really great facility now with, as I mentioned, 3 times the space. They went from a single room to literally half dozen rooms.
Awesome.
And they're setting up a Halloween party. It's going to be from 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock. Jay just texted me a photo of the karaoke booth that they have set up. And then he also jokingly, look at this, Erin. So maybe we'll have you hold this up to the camera there, Matt. But he's got a great little karaoke booth set up with a stool, a backdrop. He's got his skeletons and the microphone, of course. And he said, I quote Jay Highland, "Not going to knock off the River Room as the premier Eastern CT live performance venue anytime soon, but look at our karaoke setup here." So that's cute. Here, hold this up to the camera there, Matt, so folks on our YouTube can see later what Jay's got going on. So perfect event for the kids. And it is a free event too. So a lot of times A lot of times emo does a pay what you can sliding scale, but this one is just free across the board. So Jay, thank you for all of your wonderful work doing with the youth. In fact, they'll be at the River Room this Saturday for the show, because they were awarded a marketing grant by the town of Windham, and they're producing a series called Authentic Willimantic. And they were at the Street Fest. You may have seen them. Did they interview you, Erin?
They didn't. I was too busy running in the other direction for something else. So.
Jay came up to me. I was standing on a ladder trying to get that screen up at the Theater Guild, and I'm like, now's not the best time, but I definitely want to be in Authentic Willimantic. Right. But the River Room is going to be featured Saturday. We're thrilled about that. So you came to the River Room this past Saturday.
I did. It wasn't my first time, but it was my first time being there for a performance. So
like a feature show,
for a show, and it was amazing.
What do you think? Leela Sear here. This was the show. If folks see it.
Oh, it was super fun. We got there late because I didn't know how all of the timing worked.
Sure did.
But you had our seats saved, so that was amazing. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
We had a great time. I was smiling so brightly on my face. My cheeks hurt when we left. That it was just awesome. We had a great time. She was so talented. The whole band was really talented. And
funny.
Yeah, funny, personable. It was just like a warm, supportive, awesome atmosphere. And it was great. We had a very, very lovely time. Went to Trigo beforehand and had some amazing radicchio pizza, which mind-blowing. And then went there. It was just such a nice night to get out and be adults. I put on a dress. It was awesome.
That's that dinner and a show vibe that we're going for here in the little quadrant of Main Street.
Very, 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 very exciting.
So I think we should also maybe thank the River Room, even though I'd be thanking myself.
Thanking yourself.
For the Trick or Treat on Main Street, the River Room will be donating the use of a full professional PA set up for the Weekend on Wednesday band. So
isn't it your full professional?
Well, it is. So but I want to represent the River Room first and foremost.
Got it.
But we also did spend a little money because we had a Halloween dance social last Friday, and it was a smashing success. We had about 35, 40 people attend, and Oswaldo Tirano taught some Latin and salsa dance moves to the whole group. But I got some decorations that I killed two birds with one stone. We had like a spider web projection thing that we used for the dance party that we're also going to use for the backstage drop for Weekend on Wednesday. And Daniela De Souza of Spiral Arts, who will also be participating in the candy giveaway.
Daniela is participating, and she has a lot of interesting plans besides just candy. So
yeah, she's been kind of sneakily decorating Main Street. If you walk down Main Street, keep an eye out for some spooky masks that may be popping out of the trees on Main Street.
Go Daniela.
One of her little, I don't know, what would you call it, guerrilla art installment there. Anyway, she hooked us up with a smoke machine, so we're dressing to the nines on the downtown stage. And of course, the Crustaceans are a lot of fun too. They play what they call punk surf rock. So it's like a little bit edgier of the surf rock vibe, you think like a Quentin Tarantino kind of whatever that, with the tremolo guitar. Can you play that on guitar, Matt? No. You know how to tremolo pick, right?
I probably could figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. You're a talented guy. Come on. All right. We've covered the co-op doing the pregame. We've covered Willie Brew's party and that you should eat dinner. We've covered Emo's party. What else is going on? Halloween. I mean, you could trick or treat in your neighborhood, but God, I mean, you would be missing out on the concentration of candy and activity.
Also, candy, if you really think about it, is super duper expensive lately. So this is a great way to get lots of variety and have a nice, safe, fun time. We're also trying to encourage merchants and vendors to, if they feel up for it, supplying things other than just candy, like veggie straws or Cheez-Its and granola bars, things of that nature that can also double as quality snacks for kids too. So
yeah, I saw actually Danny at Spiral had more than just the sweets. She's doing veggie straws and cuties, the little clementine fruit stuff like that.
That's a good idea. Those are easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. I mean, our neighbors are struggling. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with that, how you can support one of the various nonprofits around town. And I want to talk about the Project Hope, which is the old no-freeze shelter, has a new facility and a ribbon cutting happening tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. But we're going to take a commercial break first, and I want to thank my guest, Erin. Do you have any closing thoughts before we go to commercial here about...
I hope that everybody comes and has a wonderful time and says hi, and it's a great way of looking forward to our following next season of Third Thursday, and a really great way to sort of sign off for 2025. So please come to Trick or Treat on Main Street from 5 to 7 p.m.
And what are you going to go dressed as?
Honestly, I have the cutest Halloween skirt that I feel like I've worn only one other time, so I'm going to wear it again and be myself, which is a witch. So it's going to be awesome. Very appropriate. But very excited, and I think everyone's going to have a lovely time. We keep on doing this bigger and bigger every year, and this is just going to be one of those wonderful times. So we'll see you guys all very soon on Friday.
So it looks like the weather's going to cooperate, folks. Again, Trick or Treat on Main Street Willimantic, this Friday, October 31st.
5 to 7.
Halloween night. So get all your ghouls and little monsters, and Matt will be there pretending he's a 10-year-old, so don't let him fool you, any Main Street merchants. But it's going to be fun for the whole family, so we hope to see you there. We're going to take a short commercial break. You're listening to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here on 95.3 FM 1400 AM. We'll be right back. And we are back to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here every Tuesday from 3 o'clock until 4 o'clock. Well, 3:05, we play the news at the hour, on the top of the hour. But we're here now. We just spoke with Willimantic Street Fest coordinator, director Erin Morelle Manetti. And she was talking with us about this coming Friday's Halloween Trick or Treat on Main Street, a collaborative effort of Willimantic Renaissance, the Windham Rec Department, the Town of Windham, Willimantic PD, so many players involved to make this wonderful free community event available from 5 to 7 on Main Street. And of course, we have the Willimantic Food Co-op doing hot chocolate and apple cider from 4 to 7, Project Emo doing their Halloween party from 6 till 10, Willimantic Brewing Company doing their Halloween party for the older adults there from 8 until late. And, of course, the costume contest. You got to come to Willimantic on Friday, Halloween, dressed in costume. And just enjoy the evening with so many wonderful options here in town. And, of course, we have a show going on the next night at the River Room. I wanted to talk a little bit about that one because it's a very exciting show. The Pomfret Folk Brigade will be coming to the River Room. The Pomfret Folk Brigade is a group of 4 musicians from in and around the Pomfret, Connecticut area, Pomfret and Putnam. And they have arranged this performance. I don't think they play much as a unit, so this is going to be a very special presentation. The Pomfret Folk Brigade consists of Howie Burson, Sally Rogers, Kayla Farnham, and Seamus McMullen, and they are uniting for an evening of songs, stories, and harmonies. There is information on our website at riverroomwillie.com. You can get tickets there. We're a little over half sold at the time of this radio show live broadcast, which is Tuesday, October 28th. The show is November 1st. It's going to be November already. Can you
crazy.
believe that, man?
No.
I really can't believe that. Like, it's really cold out there at night
cold.
now,
it's
and
so cold.
It's dark at night, and we have daylight savings coming in a little over a week.
A week, yeah.
I don't want it to happen.
No,
man.
I'm going to pretend it's not going to happen. So
you just leave your watch. You just be an hour late for everything.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
That's a good idea. Everybody will be starting a radio show, but it'll be shifted an hour on account of Matt's watch.
So it'll be all right.
But if you're looking to beat the winter blues, I think the River Room is the place for that because, as Erin said, she attended this last weekend's show, Leela Sear and her quintet. Some wonderful jazz. I mean, just out of this world. Leela knocked it out of the park. She's a consummate trumpeter and also vocalist, and she writes some amazing music. She was on the road with the multi-Grammy-winning bassist Esperanza Spalding, who even played the White House back in the day, maybe 10, 12 years ago. And she just lit the room up. But the Pomfret Folk Brigade, this Saturday, November 1st, because it's getting darker earlier, we are starting our shows a half an hour earlier. So if you've attended River Room shows, you're used to an 8 o'clock start time, but starting November 1st, we're going to go back to 7:30 with doors at 6:30. Again, the River Room website, riverroomwillie.com, WILLI, because we're here in the great city of Willimantic. But the Pomfret Folk Brigade, I want to talk a little bit more about their backstory, and then I want to play a song by Miss Kayla Farnham. Kayla is actually the Connecticut State Troubadour. So Connecticut has, a lot of representatives across the arts. We have a Connecticut State Poet Laureate. The Connecticut State Troubadour, though, represents the best of song, mostly singer-songwriter, folk-type music in the state of Connecticut, and Kayla Farnham is it. So she represents the state at festivals, at venues, at panel discussions. She's on the radio. Anyway, the Pomfret Folk Brigade has Kayla as a member. Sally Rogers is an award-winning contemporary folk musician. Howie Burson is a melodic clawhammer, banjo, and wit. He's got it all. And then Seamus McMullen was actually the chef at the Stomping Ground in Putnam, a wonderful music venue on Main Street, Putnam. But he brings an American roots and blues styling. So they kind of present Singer in the Round, but they also do a lot of collaborative stuff, a lot of harmonies and stuff like that. Singer in the Round, basically you have multiple musicians in a showcase, and they kind of pass the baton for who's performing at a time, but they may support each other. They may float in and out of each other's sets or songs. And so, this brings together 4 acclaimed voices of New England's folk tradition for an unforgettable evening of music and storytelling. That is the Pomfret Folk Brigade this Saturday at the River Room. So I want to give you the pleasure of a song by Miss Kayla Farnham. This was from this past summer, July 27th, 2025, at the Tamarack Lounge. And this is Kayla Farnham performing on piano and voice the song Elijah. So hope you enjoy.
This one's called Elijah. Oh, Elijah, he's a man on the run. The Lord knows what he's been running from. Said he had a ticket to Redemption City. He was just a little late to the gate of the train station. And now I see him racing to the end of the tracks, with the wind in his hair and the monsters at his back. What he's looking for, I hope he finds it. Whoa, Elijah, you're a heart of gold, but just don't realize. They say he's wild as the rising sun, shooting over, horizon after horizon. They say he's a straight shot girl, no chaser, a time a whiskey shooting gambler for his love. So if you see him racing to the end of the tracks, with the fire in his eyes and the storm at his back, would you tell him he's always on my mind? Oh, Elijah, you're a heart of gold in my eyes. Oh, Elijah, Elijah, oh, Elijah, Elijah. He's only loved a woman by the light of the moon. When his scent is fresh upon his skin, that's when he's gonna get around. I'm gonna take me on a run for my money. If love is a marathon, I don't wanna quit too soon. I got my ticket to the sky, and I'm calling shotgun when Elijah comes flying by. One day I'm gonna meet him at the end of the tracks, with the mud in my hair and all hell in my bag. He's gonna I'd find you down the line.
And that was the lovely Connecticut State troubadour Kayla Farnham performing Elijah live at the Tamarack Lodge on July 27th, 2025. And she, of course, will be a member of the Pomfret Folk Brigade performing this Saturday, November 1st at the River Room at 7:30 p.m. with doors opening at 6:30. We still have a number of tickets available, so as of the taping of this show, Tuesday, October 28th, you can get yours at riverroomwillie.com. And I want to give out a pair right now, so if you're listening and you would like to see the show this Saturday at the River Room, and you have not won a previous giveaway on my show, then please call us at 860-456-1400. Every time I say that phone number, I look at Matt because I butchered it so many times that he...
You're not the only one. A lot of people mess
I mean,
up.
it's got the station call number in the number, so it's kind of, not too hard to remember here, so... Took me long enough, but I think I got it now, Matt. 860-456-1400, as in WILI 1400, for a free pair of tickets to see the the Pomfret Folk Brigade, featuring Kayla Farnham, Connecticut State troubadour. We got a lot of other great shows coming up, folks, as well. The following week, Friday, November 7th at 7:30, we are welcoming a man who really supported me in the beginning. Well, he's always supported me, but he extra supported me in the beginning when I was looking for a venue space for what is now the River Room. We hopped in his van and we spun around town for got a good few hours. And that man is Bruce John, a legend in his own right, dating all the way back some 50-some odd years to the inception of the Shaboo Inn back in 71 they started and had a run of about 11, 12 years there. But Bruce now continues as a local troubadour. He just won Best Entertainer again. It's got to be, 20-some odd years going on that he's held that title. Oh, yeah. In his home music room, studio room / hot tub room, he's got all kinds of accolades and awards, and the Chronicle Reader's Choice are front and center because he just continues to be bestowed that honor, but it is rightfully so bestowed on him. And in runner-up position, of course, WILI and I-98.3's own Keith C. Rice, runner-up for Best Entertainer. But it's hard to dethrone the king. Bruce John sometimes is doing triple headers on the weekend. This guy is a prolific performer, and he's got a heart of gold, and he donates so much of his time and money to our lovely social organizations, nonprofits that do great work, including but not limited to the Bread Box Theater, which has been raising over $250,000 in the last years of operation for the Covenant Soup Kitchen. So in honor of Bruce's wonderful work, supporting the local community, local music scene, local nonprofits, and really the people of Windham, Willimantic, Mansfield. We are going to be donating 20% of ticket sales for the Bruce John Genre Jam, he calls it. Say that 10 times fast. Bruce John's Genre Jam. So we're donating to the Covenant Soup Kitchen. So get your tickets now, folks. It's going to be a wildly fun night. Bruce has a new band he's calling the Genre Jam, and it features some great musicians, including his new son-in-law, that is Sean Riddle, who is a consummate, I'm talking top-of-the-world bass player, upright acoustic bass player, very versatile musician. If you happen to be at the Artist for Asheville event this past summer, fall on the Gilson Park, you saw Sean perform with the Genre Jam Band, but we're bringing him to the River Room where we can showcase the wonderful music and as the name implies, it is a mixed genre band, something completely different than you would see Bruce normally perform at one of his restaurant gigs. You know, he's all over the place. You can check out his schedule at brucejohnmusic.com. And yours truly had a hand in making that website possible. But he's got a very robust calendar there, and I'm so proud that the River Room is now on the calendar. A little bit about the Genre Jam Band, a musical journey through time and genre led by the legendary musician, band leader, and historic venue owner and community hero, Bruce John. And basically, he's bringing 4 musicians with him. As mentioned, his new son-in-law, Sean Riddle, but also the immensely talented Peggy Ann Contos Harvey. Peggy is she talk about a troubadour. This woman plays every instrument under the sun. She began her music college education at Boston University and then changed her major and graduated UConn Pharmacy School in '77. But she began a 25-year stint playing fiddle and singing harmony with the Connecticut-based Traver Hollow Bluegrass Band. And she's a member of the Patty Tuitt Band. She's a fiddler. She's a saxophonist. She's a harmonicist. She plays a mean harmonica. She sings. What does she not do? So she's in the band. And then Jim Mersick, also a Connecticut multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, and arranger who plays guitar, banjo, clarinet, and also sings. So between the 4 of them, my God, you have a veritable orchestra. If you were to overdub this band, they could probably play every instrument under the sun. But Jim's got quite a resume as well. And then, of course, Sean is known for his strong sense of time. Sean, the bassist, Bruce's son-in-law, big sound, openness, and creativity as an accompanist and soloist. He's shared the stage with a diverse array of musicians such as Larry Kuntz, Vinnie Golia, Tatsuya Nakatani, Bevan Manson, Doug Webb, Theo Saunders, the list goes on and on. So very in-demand musician in his own right. I can't recommend this show enough. And, of course, in honor of Bruce's work at the Bread Box for the Covenant Soup Kitchen, we're donating 20% of ticket sales. And we're still giving away that caller.
We got a caller.
We got a caller?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. All right. So it looks like Amy. Congratulations, Amy M. You have won yourself a pair of tickets to see the Pomfret Folk Brigade performing this Saturday, November 1st at the River Room. We'll give you a call shortly after the show today to award your tickets. Okay, what else is going on around town? I did want to give out, speaking of wonderful nonprofits doing great work, tomorrow is a very exciting and monumental day. It is the official ribbon-cutting ceremony of Project Hope, which you may have known as the No Freeze Shelter here in Willimantic, Connecticut. So they've taken on kind of a new branding, a new name, but they're still doing the great work. And in fact, they're expanding the mission. I just got off the phone with Avery, the executive director over there, and she's working feverishly to get everything in order for tomorrow's ribbon cutting ceremony, Wednesday, October 29th at 10:30 a.m. She said she expects close to 200 attendees for this. So, holy cow, get ready. But come and celebrate the grand opening of Project Hope, a compassionate housing and homeless service center. It is now on, yes, it's on Valley Street now. So they have a wonderful brand new location. And I don't recall how many beds they have there, but you know what? Come tomorrow and get all of your questions answered. It's a fantastic new facility. 10:30 a.m. There will be speakers. There will be dignitaries. There will be all kinds of wonderful folks there. And I think Avery said that it will be catered by some student culinary students from the Wyndham School District. So we're looking forward to that at 10:30 a.m. Jay from Project Emo will be there to video the event. So if you're unable to be there in person tomorrow, hopefully that can go online and we can celebrate together and just continued success to them. This is a great program, and we look forward to the wonderful impact they're going to have with this brand new facility. So check them out, Project Hope. As I mentioned with the show, Bruce John and Genre Jam supporting the Covenant Soup Kitchen, they need your help, folks. If you have been following the news, there has been some uncertainty as to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program being funded fully with the government shutdown. And, whatever your politics are, I don't care. The bottom line is that people are affected by this, and no child should go hungry. And nutrition is such an important thing. And the Covenant Soup Kitchen does wonderful work in feeding the community, those who may have less. And I implore you to visit them. They just did their annual appeal. I got it in the mail. But they take donations, everything from financial donations, but they take non-perishables. They take meat, frozen meat. There was a very kind of jarring post posted yesterday around noon saying that SNAP-aid was interrupted and their shelves are struggling to keep up. So if you're able and you have a little bit of extra or a lot of bit of extra, anything helps. You can visit covenantsoupkitchen.org. You can email them at info@covenantsoupkitchen.org, or you can call them at 860-423-1643. They are, of course, located in the rear of St. Paul's Church at 220 Valley Street in Willimantic, Connecticut. And the Breadbox Theater is, one of the big supporting, entities that has been ongoing producing. What more could you ask for than getting a wonderful music show, but then also supporting such a cause as the Covenant Soup Kitchen? So I know the Breadbox Theater, we talk about them often on the show, and I wanted to give another shout out because they're working their way through their schedule. I think they're approaching halfway through. So Sunday, November 2nd is their next show. That's actually this Sunday. So, man, you could have a doubleheader to support the Covenant Soup Kitchen this week. Catch your River Room show. Of course, 20% of our ticket sales going to the Covenant Soup Kitchen. And then catch Aztec's Two-Step 2.0 on Sunday, November 2nd at the Breadbox Theater, 220 Valley Street in Willimantic, 4 p.m. Tickets $25. The ticket link can be found at breadboxfolk.org. Matt, what do you got? You got some news for me, man? You got anything coming up on Homegrown? Anything exciting?
I'm working on a Halloween edition.
No kidding. Give us a sneak peek, man.
You remember Bev York, right?
Of course I know Bev York.
Well,
yeah.
I do believe it's her husband, Duke York. Yep.
Yeah. Fabulous Clones?
Yep.
Nice.
He has a song, Ghost Train.
As he would, because he's a big volunteer at the Eastern Connecticut Railroad.
I'm going to be playing that. I played it before, but I'm like trying to find the best Halloween-y music, so that's going to be on there.
Nice. Any other spooky type sounds, music?
Everything is going to be Halloween related. There's this guy, Mike Rosato, who does like a surf rock type instrumental deal.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm going to be playing some of that, but it's all spooky themed,
Very cool.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, all right. Arrangements of Monster Mash, if I send you an arrangement.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can get it out in time, but... very cool, man. So that show is going to be this Friday, 4:05 to 5.
Yes, sir.
So you could literally be listening to Homegrown on your way in to Trick or Treat on Main Street, getting in the mood. Keep the tunes on in the car while you're going to get your hot apple cider and hot chocolate at the co-op. Oh my God, dude! You're setting the soundtrack to Halloween in Willimantic. I love it. Fantastic. So catch Matt's show, Homegrown, which features Connecticut-based musicians. Right? How many do you try to feature per show?
It all depends on the length of the song. So sometimes, I'll play a 13-minute song, and then sometimes a minute song. So I'm averaging probably 6 artists each half hour. So maybe 12 to 15 a show, if I'm lucky.
And do you try to get, you probably try to get as many new artists per show as you can.
Yeah,
you probably rotate a few of them through there. But how many artists to date would you say?
I have no clue.
There?
Too many.
Dozens.
Dozens, man. Hundreds.
Wow.
I've been saving them all on the computer and stuff, and I go through them, and there's just so much, and there's so much out there that I haven't even discovered yet. So, it's endless. So it's great.
That's so awesome, man. Well, keep up the good work there with the Homegrown. We love what you're doing. How long have you been running the show?
Ooh, I'm going to say 1.5 years now.
Oh, wow.
I think.
Damn.
All
right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Nice. More live music going on around town. I know this, what was it, last weekend? It was October 25th, this past Saturday at 2 p.m. Joe Malinowski over at Willimantic Records had another installation of improvised music at Willimantic Records. Do you know of anything else coming up with Joe over at Willie Records?
No, I knew that was coming up. I wanted to go to that, but I missed it.
I caught some of the live stream, actually. I tuned in for a little
live
bit.
streamed?
Yeah. So, it looks. I
check
don't know if he does that for every show, but they were definitely live streaming the
cool.
show on the 25th. And you know what? Again, so many options in Willimantic. So I know a couple folks, who, go during the day to, whatever event they could go to the Willie Records improvised music and then come to the River Room at night. You can make a day of it here in Willimantic. Maybe that's our new slogan, make a day of it in Willimantic.
I like it.
Go dine at, Trigo, go get lunch at Willie Brew, go check out Bliss Marketplace, Swift Waters Artisan Collective, you name it. I mean, we have it all here. Get a tattoo at Eminence Inc. And that leads me to a final thought that I want to, well, maybe a couple final thoughts. But I don't know if folks out there know this, but I'm the treasurer of the Willimantic Downtown Neighborhood Association. We do a lot of great work promoting local businesses, but also we have a lot of exciting events coming up, one of which is the ever-popular Jingle Bars Pub Crawl, which is going to be happening in December again of this year. So keep your eye out for that because tickets will be up for sale soon if they are not already. And the website is willimanticdna.org. And also, I would just advise folks to check that page out because if you want a comprehensive sort of like plan your day website, then Willimantic DNA, of course, Downtown Neighborhood Association.org has multiple tabs, for dining, for shopping, for, planning your day, where to eat, where to play, where to plan, shop, see. We also have a comprehensive map and guide that, as far as I know, it's got every business from entertainment to you got museums. You got your Eastern Railroad Museum, which we were just talking about with Duke.
Yep.
You got your Gilson House. You got all your pizza places. You got places to go for hikes. You got all your, town municipal buildings. But the master map on willimanticdna.org is a great resource that you can download the high definition version, take it around with you. We have self-guided tours here, art tours. There's a Happening Now button where you can go and you can see all of the Instagram feeds of the local business members of the Willimantic Downtown Neighborhood Association. And then, of course, where you'll see the Jingle Bars Pub Crawl will be on the annual events because there's a lot of great things besides that. In fact, we have pretty much a month-to-month breakdown of a lot of the wonderful free community-based events going on in Willimantic. So October, Trick or Treat on Main Street. November, the Tree Lighting and Holiday Parade, which is usually Black Friday, I think it's going to be this year, which is Friday, November 28th. So mark your calendars there. It's a come one, come all. I know all the fire departments come out in stride and they deck out their engines with all kinds of lights and decorations and snow machines and candy.
It's a good time, yeah.
It's a great time, man. I will be actually performing at the Kerry Gallery with my jazz trio. We're going to play some holiday music. I got the great Tyler Sherman on upright acoustic bass, and I'm working on a piano player, so we're going to play your holiday favorites there. But that's the Tree Lighting and Holiday Parade on November the 28th on Main Street, Willimantic. The timing of which I'm not entirely certain, but I believe it's around 6 p.m. because last year, if I recall, it was dark. But just keep your eyes and ears peeled for that, folks. And then in December, as I mentioned, the Jingle Bars Pub Crawl happening. Bounce around for specials at your favorite bars. And, the pub crawl is not just for those who consume alcohol or drink like that, but there's like non-alcoholic. You could come. I'm going to go. I don't drink, but I'm going to go and enjoy, the offerings from the co-op, Paula and Jane. There's all kinds of kombucha, boba tea, all kinds of things for the folks that don't partake in the typical pub crawls. It's something for everybody. But again, the resource, willimanticdna.org. Check it out. It's a very excellent resource for having fun in and around Willimantic. So we have just but a few minutes left. The Wyndham Chamber Hour is coming up next. Michelle, it'd be one of her last shows before she takes a little hiatus, but I'll let her tell you that. But what else do we have to talk about, Matt? You got any last minute announcements here for us?
I think Keith will be doing the Willie Brew party. Right?
Oh, all right, yeah, all right, So Keith C. Rice, DJ Wild Rice, as they call him. I love the name. Don't you love it? I mean, he is a wild and crazy guy. What was that sketch from
SNL?
Yeah. That's Keith C. Rice right there. But yeah, he's doing the party at Willie Brew, but also tonight I think he's at Fenton River Grill for their Blackout Music Bingo. He and Marianne, they had a little bit of a break. I think they came back last week from Florida. The poor guy, he got stuck there for a few extra days.
Yeah,
poor guy
poor
in the nice warm weather. Anyway, he's back and always a lot of fun. My God, and prizes to be won at Fenton River Grill. So I think that's it for today, folks. Congratulations again to Amy M. for winning your pair of tickets to this Saturday, November 1st show at the River Room, the Pomfret Folk Brigade. Again, check us out, riverroom.org. riverroomwillie.com. We have some great things for you in store, including we're about to work out a New Year's Eve spectacular celebration. I had 2 artists that played the club in the past, or the venue in the past, and they teamed up and kind of ambushed me and said, we want to play New Year's Eve. So I'm going to keep that a secret because it's a super, super powerhouse collaboration. And we're going to announce that, and maybe like the tickets will include a bottle of champagne, get ready to do your New Year's Eve toast. But lots going on at the River Room, folks. Lots going on in Willimantic. And this is your place to hear about it all. State of the Art with Chris Beaudry every Tuesday from 3 to 4 on 95.3 FM, 1400 AM. WILI Good Company. Thank you, J. Matt Rupar. Thank you to Erin Morelle Minetti for being here. We'll see you on Main Street, Willimantic for Trick or Treat this Friday, October 31st, Halloween from 5 to 7. Until then, we'll talk next week. Chris Beaudry signing out.